everyone. So let me know who's here today and we'll start. As we start and as people are logging in, if someone can just give me a quick hi that I'm audible and you can hear me on the chat. And just a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about. Lovely, you can hear me. Okay. So one of the things was I've heard back from quite a few of you about how you're enjoying the meditations. So keep going. But here's something that I want to let you know. Please don't be attached to whatever you experienced in a previous meditation and come into each day with a completely fresh new perspective. There are two reasons for this, and the same thing holds even if you repeat one of the meditations. So for example, you can repeat any of these. Each of the days is a standalone and you can repeat it as many times as you feel called to, whenever you want to. But every time you go back and use a certain meditation, go back with a completely fresh mindset. Why? Because whatever you experience is a combination of the meditation itself, the technique, the system, the practice, and who you are in that moment and what you're willing to receive, create, and open. And we change and evolve from day to day. So each time you come in fresh. And this is the same thing that I also want to mention, because sometimes you might have tried a certain meditation technique 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, and you say, oh, this didn't work for me. Maybe it didn't work for you then, but between then and now, you might have changed and evolved and grown, as we all do. And so when you try it the next time, always try it with an open mind. Okay, so welcome. So all the projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, and assumptions that you might have about today's meditation and what it can and cannot create, or may not experience, can you let all of that go and close your eyes and enter into this like a newborn baby with absolutely no expectations. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and allow your body to totally relax in this moment and to support you for the next 10-15 minutes. Take another deep breath in, breathe out, and let go of all the thoughts and emotions that might be cluttering your inner mind space. Let go also of the important thoughts that are very important, but which you can just put aside for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, and then pick it up. Just put it aside. Take another deep breath in, breathe out, and give yourself permission to connect with the strongest and most resourceful part of you inside of you. That part of you that is always present, that part of you that has always been there, but is not necessarily in the driving seat of your car. This is also a good time to invite in any form of divine presence that you would like to be with us, to be with you, this group, anyone watching this recording, to protect us, guide us, and facilitate us during this session. Now I would like you to take your attention up above the top of your head, above your room, above the sky, to the sun, the beautiful golden divine ball of energy that nourishes and sustains all of life on planet Earth, and therefore by default us as well. Imagine a beam of light, a string of light from the top of your head, straight connecting you to the sun, this wonderful, benevolent powerhouse of energy. Now imagine that there are pillars of light, strings of light from the soles of your feet or the bottom of your spine, connecting you deep into the core of Mother Earth. The warm, fuzzy Mama Earth energy that's there, the cuddly energy at the center of the earth, alive and throbbing, supporting all of life and non-life on planet Earth. Everything that we define as the Earth, the rocks, the minerals, the hills, the trees, the plants, the animals, and therefore our bodies as well. Imagine that there's a pillar of light from the sun to the earth through you, and you are encased in this, cocooned in that white pillar of light with sparkles of energy, healing, protective, radiant energy. As you go into the next stage of this meditation, you are safe, held, sandwiched between the earth and the sun. Take your awareness out, expand out. Your awareness does not have to be squished into your body. It's infinite. So let it expand out and occupy the room that you're in, the city that you're in, the country, the continent, planet Earth. Become bigger than the planet Earth. Expand out into the solar system, into galaxies, and keep expanding out as far and wide as you want, and occupy all the space that you would like to in this universe. You can stay in this expanded state of awareness for a minute or so in silence, just feeling at home, because this is you and this is your home, the entire universe and beyond. This expanded infinite space is your playground. This can be your sacred chamber. From this expanded space of being, you can look back at planet Earth. Look back at the tiny, beautiful ball of green and blue that has so much of life in it and on it. Look at all the many ways in which life manifests on the planet. Look back at you sitting on planet Earth, your sweet body, which is just another extension. Your body is just a walking, talking part of planet Earth. When did we make our body separate from planet Earth? We don't look at a tree and say, this is the tree and it's on the earth. No, we look at a tree and say, this tree is a part of the earth. Then when did we become separate from the earth? When and where did we draw these boundaries? And why did we believe in these boundaries? What if our body was just another beautiful part of the earth, sticking out of the earth in its tiny form like a doll, like a sweet little antenna? Look at the earth again. Hold the entire earth in your awareness, in your gaze. And bring your attention to the parts of the earth that you love the most, that you adore the most. For some of us, it could be the mountains. For some of us, it could be the rivers, or the ocean, or the trees, or the landscapes in the fields, the flowers, the butterflies. What is it that you adore about this beautiful planet? The gorges, the valleys, the streams. Just appreciate the beauty of this planet, and if you feel inspired to, you can say a hello, you can say I adore you. You can energetically hug the planet. And now I want you to re-look at this planet, but look at it in the context of the entire galaxy and solar system and all the other stars that occupy this space, the millions and millions of stars. And would the Earth really be separate from the stars, or is it connected to all the stars? Is there this invisible exchange of energies between the Earth and between all the other planets and stars and heavenly bodies that exist? Why would the Earth be separate? The Earth is obviously connected, and there's a constant energy flow from all the stars and galaxies to the Earth and back out of the Earth. And you can just visualize all the light from the stars, from the planet, the different forms of energy waves that we don't even have invented names for, the different kinds of radiation from the galaxies coming into the Earth, going out into the galaxies. And just be present with this beautiful communication and gifting and receiving of energies that's constantly in flow. This is universal flow, and the Earth is part of it. And guess what? Look at your little body now on the Earth. You are part of it. We are part of it. We are also individual antennas through which the Earth is speaking, gifting, receiving, and communicating with all the other planets and energies in and of the universe. Let's open up ourselves and our bodies to play this role, to be that antenna through which the Earth gifts and receives energies from the universe. The Earth is on her own journey of healing, of rejuvenation, of evolution, as are all of us as parts of the Earth. And to do this, the Earth is doing her flow. And what if we could just be part of that flow? Imagine a mountain stream that's gushing and flowing and so vibrant and healthy. And on the sides of it, sometimes we see these pockets of rock pools where the water stagnates. And that's where the water turns moldy, there's bacteria, it gets stagnant, the life in those ponds dies. It's the same thing with us. When we stay open and allow the universe to flow through us, when we play our part as part of this universal constant flow that's going on through the galaxies, through us to the Earth, back from the Earth, through us to the galaxies, we are in flow. The energy is flowing. Our bodies, they're flowing between our cells, they're flowing through our emotions, our thoughts, all the energy patterns that make up who we are. And when we buy into that illusion of separation, of separatedness from the Earth and the universe, and we cocoon ourselves and think, oh no, we are separate, and then we try to shut ourselves off from this flow, then we become like the stagnant ponds. We become ill. Our thoughts become stagnant. Our emotions become stagnant. Our energy becomes stagnant. So what if today you could just allow yourself to not buy into this lie of separation and this illusion that we are something separate and different from the universe, or that our bodies are something separate and different from the Earth, and just allow the flow of the universe to keep flowing through us. In and out, up and down, from the sides, all around. And keep it big, keep it vast. Don't constrain this flow. Reach out to galaxies. Reach out to universes. And keeping this flow intact, you can actually open your eyes. Reconnect with your body. Come back in terms of presence to the room that you're in. And continue to go through your day, acting through your body, using your body as faculty, as vehicle, using your thoughts, using your emotions, having your conversations, doing your work, looking after the people in your life that need your care at this time, doing your housework, doing all of it, and yet knowing as you're doing it, as you're going about it, that you're not separate from the universe. You are that little antenna on planet Earth, and you keep letting the universal energies flow through you and work through you. So try that for today. Stay in the flow. Keep this practice going on, and I'll see you in 24 hours. Have a lovely day. Bye.